Theoretically, we are back. Hopefully, it does not do that again. I'm just gonna skip to Dottie now. One moment, I gotta send a link back. Why is my tab open? Okay. We are back. I'm gonna wait for at least Aves to come back, because theoretically she should come back. I believe it's servers. Uh, I don't know what the word is. Oh my god. Hello. One person has joined. Let's go. Hello. We're gonna start with. We're gonna continue. We're not starting with. We're continuing with. Oh, that person left. Okay. Well, we're continuing with Dottie, because it's a minute into it. This is the first outfit we see Dottie in. Honestly, I really like it. I don't know what it is about it. I like the stockings. I like the hearts and the boobs. I'm not. It kind of slays. I don't like Dottie anymore, but it does. She did slay back in the old days. Okay, she slayed. She served. She was Maddie. She used to be my favorite because, you know, her hair reminded me of bubblegum. Little did I know the song Bubblegum Bitch would fit her perfectly even now. Hello, 3 new people. Okay, and we're gonna go in order of the pictures I took, and, you know. Her loungewear, it's nice. It's very elegant. Hello. It's very elegant. And I don't really know how I feel about it necessarily. Yeah, you're fine with that. She's a good villain. It's just I don't like her as a person anymore. Ever since she tried to sacrifice the baby Akon. Yeah. Ever since she tried to um uh ever since she tried to rat out the Akon kid, I have not liked her. That episode made me so mad. And spoiler warning, from what I know, from the Fast Pass I've seen, no, cover your ears, okay? No one has seen, and no one has talked about the fact that she tried to freaking freaking turn in a child. No one's talked about it. No one's reprimanded her about it. No one's dug into her about it. And that makes me mad. The fact that no one's talking about it. Alright, but yeah. This outfit, it's cute. It kind of reminds me of Hello Kitty now that I'm looking at it. I think it's the bow mainly, but it kind of reminds me of Hello Kitty. Her princess outfit. I like her hair and accessories more than I like the actual outfit. The gown is fine, but I like her accessories more. Hello, crazy stuff! Hi! Hi, I'm gonna mod you. One moment. Hello, crazy stuff. I was so sad when I didn't see you in the last stream. Okay, but you missed us rank. You didn't miss much. Finnegan's outfits and Amala's or Amaranth's outfits. You missed that. That was it. And most of Dottie, which I haven't had much to say about her. This outfit kind of looks like one of my bathing suits. Like, not exactly, but it's got, like, the form of my bathing suit. And the fact she's got, like, the little, like, Mad Hatter hat. It's kind of cute. It's a vibe. It's very Dottie. Go figure, Dottie's wearing it. Uh, uh, it's like... It's like one of my bathing suits combined with, like, Alice in Wonderland vibes. And it kind of serves. And next and last but not least, her most recent outfit. The spider one. The white spider. I'm really glad that, that Miss Miriam went with the spider vibe. I really like the fact that she was a spider, because in the first episode, I think, they called her a spider, and I really like that callback. I don't really like how her hair is lighter than usual, but I think it's because, like, they had I think in canon they toned it down so it wouldn't, like, be so bright for like the full outfit, but so we can get a better front view. I do have some duplicate pictures of the outfits, because some show, like, full body, others, like, front. Again, I like this. It's not something I would personally wear, but I'm also a very, I wouldn't say modest, though I do dress very modestly. I'm a very, I get really, what's the word? I don't know the word. Self-conscious when I show a lot of skin. That's mainly why I don't think I'd ever cosplay or, like, dress like Dottie at all, because I can't do that. Mental barrier. But overall, I really do like the vibe and the elegance of her outfit. It's less Dottie than her other ones, but I think the fact that, but for her show, with, like, with how she, I don't even know what her show is. I know in my video where we first saw her act in the first season, I I basically called her, like, a clothes-on stripper. I know that's not what she does, but I don't know what it's actually called. I don't know what it's actually called. But for her show, I do think it really plays into the elegance of it. And I'm yapping too much. I need to get to the next outfit. I have there's specific outfits I have a lot to say about, and this is one of them. Another outfit I have a lot to say about is Tony's new performance outfit, like his new ringmaster outfit. I think it's called silk weaving or something like that. She's basically an acrobat. Okay, good to know. Acrobat. Thank you very much. But yeah, I like it for that. Next up, we have Sahin. This one kind of cuts him off. This is his base outfit without the hat. I have this one because it shows the full body, but it's very dramatic. It's a very dramatic look. I'm not gonna lie. It's a very dramatic and, like, I'm not really a fan of the cape though. I don't really care for the cape all that much. It does add to the dramatics, but I don't care for the cape all that much, in my personal opinion. This is honestly one of my least favorite ones of Sahin's outfits. I like a lot of them, and there's one in particular I really like, but this one is his season 1 base outfit wasn't really my favorite. Speaking of another one of his base outfits, It does fit his, it fits his form and an illusionist act very well, yes, I agree. This one, on the end, I like. This is the outfit that we see him give Julia in, later on in season 1. I like this one a lot more. It's a lot more toned down, but I like, I like how it fits him, you know? And front view, well, more, not really front view, but like, I like how it only shows. Yeah, this is more. Oh, I never realized he had a choker. How did I not realize that? I only just saw that. He has a choker. Slay. I kind of want to skip straight to his Newsies outfit. Fudge it, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, he does. Let me pull the picture back up. I can't zoom in, but like, he has a choker in this one. I'm gonna go next to his Newsies outfit, even though that's not the canonical order. First off, I want to say, I like Newsies. I listened to the Broadway soundtrack. Phenomenal. I liked practically every song. And my brother compared it to jazz, because that's like the one genre he doesn't like. Yeah. Not Miguel, Angel. Angel, the other one. Not Miguel. Miguel's chill with musical theater. He's actually watched a couple of them with me. But yeah, Newsies outfit. Back onto the outfit. Saheen doesn't really fit Newsies though. I know he's ready to perform. He's ready for the stage. He's about to take Jeremy Jordan's throne. But I don't think it's not. It doesn't feel like him. He's giving Victorian boy, and that's not his style. It gives a vibe of Tony dressed him. I know he didn't, and these are probably clothes that like he got to look like the crowd. But now that I think about it, I do like that headcanon. These were clothes that Tony gave him before their fallout. And like someone told him to wear that so he would fit in more. Most likely Reina. Next, one of his other base outfits. It's nice. I don't really have much to say about it. It's nice. It's okay. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that outfit. I forgot about the banana fit. I forgot about that one. My bad. My brain stopped working like halfway through. Well, not halfway through. By the time I got to, I think it was like halfway through Saheen, my brain started short-circuiting, because at that point I was like hunting on Pinterest for all these outfits for hours. But yeah, this outfit's fine. It's not, when it comes to Saheen, it's not one of my favorites, but it's also not one of my least favorites. The banana outfit, the banana one with the flowers on it, is a clown look, but that's why I thought that Camille had a major case of Simmers. And for those who don't know what Simmers is, it's not a deadly disease. It's okay. So there's this game called The Sims, and on it you can dress up you can dress up your Sims, your characters. And a lot of Sims players cannot dress male characters. They just don't do it. They're not good at it. They just like slap on jeans and a t-shirt and call it a day. That's and at least what I call it is I call it a case of Simmers, where you cannot make good male outfits. And I have that. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't tried, but last time I played Sims and tried to dress the boys up, did not work out well. It was very blah. Okay. Now we're getting to the outfits I really want to talk about. Starting with this one. Saheen looks really good in all black. I want to start off with that one. He looks good in all black. I think it really fits what this... I think it was supposed to, like, almost represent how Saheen's mood was when he went into the situation. He was nervous, definitely, about how the circus would react to it. And I think that it was almost, in a way, foreshadowing of what was going to happen, because as we know, black is usually associated with bad things. So if you want to dig really deep into it, that might have been the reason why Miss Miriam dressed him like that. And honestly, this outfit, it does slay. I don't know, it's very simple, but very Saheen, in its purest form. I like the belt. I like the pseudo belt. I'm not really sure if it's called a belt. I think it's called a wrap or something. No, a wrap's a different thing. The pseudo belt, that's a vibe. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about this one. Next we have his first child outfit. He rocks it. He looks like a little dapper guy. He's a little sassy dapper guy. The slippers low-key look like he was in a psych ward, but that's where he basically ended up. He ended up in like a fucking research center. So that might have been foreshadowing. Nice to know that Saheen always loved the not completely buttoned look, but yeah, he just looks like a little dapper guy. I don't really have much to say about this one. Honestly, kind of forgot about his children outfits as when he was a little kid. The research center outfits. I want to be gentle with this one. It definitely has a private school look. The shorts are nice, and it's very not Saheen, but I think that was the point. You see the knee-high socks, the really nice shoes. But overall, I think that this outfit is, while it's good and it looks good on him, I do think that the point of this outfit was to show the restrictiveness of with the research center. it was supposed to almost like play off of that, which makes sense. It is the uniform that they make the kids wear. But the fact that it gives almost a private school look, and the fact that throughout the entire, those 2 episodes, you get the vibe that something's slightly off, and that's the same vibe that, oh yeah, it is the only time he buttons his shirt completely. Yeah. And at least with me, when I think private school, I think like those like horror movies. I forgot the name of it, but there's a horror movie where, I haven't seen it, but I watched a How to Beat video on it, I think. Where these girls are in like a private school slash orphanage, and they're told that when they're like 16, they'll get adopted, but in reality, they're being sold for their faces so they can make rich people look younger and be younger. And it, honestly, while the outfit is nothing like that, it gave the same vibe as that, and I think that's where Miss Miriam really, yeah. And I really think Miss Miriam hit the mark on that one. She knew what she was doing with this outfit, and I applaud her for that. Another one that I think she did a good job on the vibe of it is, if these pictures will load. I'm not sure where that picture is. I know it was one of the last pictures I took. This is not the one I'm looking for. Oh, okay. I think I know what all the pictures are. Yeah, this one. This one also, while we don't get a front view, this one also, this outfit is more supposed to give us a feeling and an understanding of what Saheen had to go through after he left the research center. It's very street rat, obviously, and I do like the detail of him still keeping the bandana. There's not much I have to say about this one, but it is definitely another area where Miss Miriam shines with her outfits and like the way that it represents the character. Because after the research incident, that's what we're gonna call it, Saheen's trust has been ripped, okay? And you can see that you can see his pants as almost a representation of that. I know I'm getting very, like, I'm grasping at, like, straws that may not even be, like, meant to be grasped at, but it could be, like, symbolism for that. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. And you can almost see it as a representation of that broken trust, that ripped trust, in not only uh, in John, as his first name is, but in his view of life itself. And yeah, that's what I have to say about this one. Oh, I didn't expect to do that. Another one of Saheen's kid outfits. You can see this is where Saheen started to really find himself again in this outfit. I know I'm like psychoanalyzing all of his kid outfits. And Okay. Crazy stuff. That's crazy. I know you're crazy stuff, but like, I don't know. But in this picture, why I say he looks like an Oompa Loompa. That's. I don't think. I don't think he looks like an Oompa Loompa, but I do think that this is like when Sahin started to find himself and represent it in his style, as we see in the future. This is a very similar style to what he wears. But at the same time, we see the shoes. And I just noticed this while I was muted because my mom was talking. But the shoes, as we can see, are very similar to the shoes that he wore at the research center. Which could also be symbolism for the fact that this is almost foreshadowing for a flashback of what is to come with his falling out with Tony, which, while I would think it's not as bad, is still clearly had an effect on Sahin in a similar way that Steinheimer did on Sahin. So you can almost see that in this outfit. I did not think I was gonna have much to say on Sahin's kid outfits. Yet here I am, like, psychoanalyzing it. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's what I have to say about that. About those outfits. We have 3 more outfits from Sahin. That being his, like, just got out of bed look, which, it's fine. I don't really care for it, but it's fine. I don't have much to say about it. And this look. I really like the pants. I don't know why. I love the pants. They low-key give pirate, but I like the pants. The design on the shirt is nice. The way his collar is, slays. This is honestly my favorite Sahin outfit out of all the ones that we've seen so far. I really freaking love it. If I was a guy, I would consider wearing this. Okay. Next one. We have the butcher's outfit from season 2. We don't see him in this one. Do we see him in this one? Yes. Okay. I don't really have much to... I like the overall design of this one. But a part of me still wishes that we got either Trevor or Camille in the butcher's outfit. Just a little bit, because I thought I would have thought that would have been so freaking goofy to see one of them in it. But enough of them. Alright, well, this is about Sahin wearing the outfit. I like the idea, I like the concept, I like the whole vibe of this butcher's outfit. The ripped sleeves, yeah, I remember you saying that. Did you ever put it in the server's fan art? I don't know if you did. I don't think I've seen it, but I remember you talking about it. Can you put it in the server, please? I want to see. Thank you. I'll look at it after stream. Yeah. I like the stitch in the front, giving Hannibal. Is it Hannibal Lecter? No, it's Leatherface. It's Leatherface I'm thinking of. Loki giving Leatherface. I like this outfit. I like this for the for his act in the maze. I really do. Alright, I think that's all the Saheen outfits actually. Yeah, that's all the outfits for Saheen. Unless I missed so much, which I may have missed some. Next up. We have Tony. Wait, should I do Tony or should I do Julia next? Let me start a poll. I know there's only like 3 people in here, but... I didn't mean to put a D. Tony? Okay. Alright, well, since we're on the Saheen picture, might as well go to Tony's... Oh. We got a split vote. Okay, third person. Can you break the tie? I might end up... Alrighty. Wait, do I even have coins? Do I have loose change? Fudge! I'm breaking stuff. Okay, one moment, let me turn off the thing real quick. Alright, so we're going to flip okay. Alright, Julia it is. Oh my gosh, I forgot. One moment, we have one more Saheen outfit. Because while I was looking at, no, that's not Saheen's outfit. I misclicked. Alright. We have this one from the promotional, we have this one that Miss Miriam drew for New Year's. It slays. I almost forgot about this one. It really does slay. Not something that it's not something that I would see and be like, oh yeah, that's what's the word for it? It's not something that really like calls to me, but I do acknowledge that it is very nice. Around that. Julia's outfit. It does really suit her. I think she's a gold girly. I like the heels with the bows on the back. It's really cute. The leggings are nice, and the dress I would absolutely wear if I thought that gold suited me. It does. Every color does kind of suit her. She looks good in everything and anything that Miss Miriam puts her in. What did I do? Okay. Enough of my yapping about these outfits. One moment, we're shifting to a different one. Julia's base original outfit. Seeing Julia in this outfit now is honestly, what's the word? Kind of crazy. And I think that this outfit really, while we might have not appreciated it at the time, really shows her, for Julia and a lot of the other characters, uh, their outfits really show their growth as characters. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think that all of Seheen's outfits, from the point where, like, if you look at his earlier outfits, a lot of his outfits where he's like his button, his the more unbuttoned Seheen's shirt is, it represents the more open and honest he is. And I'm just now realizing that the more open he is with Julia, and well, mainly Julia, but others too. Now that I'm realizing it, because when we first see him, he's like completely covered. His buttons are all on. Um, and even as his kid design, we see that while it is a little unbuttoned, there's still he's still a little closed off. I'm only now realizing that, now that I'm looking at Julia's outfit. How their clothes symbolize their character arcs, in a way. And Julia is the biggest and most obvious one of them all. Yeah. And one of the outfits he does, and that is, while he is open, he is still like closed off in a way, is how I see that now. All right. But now let's remain back in Julia. As we can see, she's fully buttoned. She's prim and proper in her uniform, right as she was leaving from work. And this is in major contrast to later Julia, where we can see she's a lot more free, a lot more relaxed, and not as strict with herself and others. And I do think that that's seeing, yeah, like I said, seeing this outfit now and comparing her to later season Julia really shows how much her character has grown and how significant her character is. I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but still. Overall, as an outfit, if I'm just rating it on like, oh, how pretty is it? It's okay. It's not bad, but it's also like, again, it's fine. Ah, okay. Next we have this one with the coat. I don't really like the coat all that much. And as we see, it's, while Julia is still, at this point, from what I remember, is still very, like, set in her ways, set in stone. She has grown from what I remember in these episodes. And if I remember correctly, this is the episode where she laughs for the first time. So this coat is kind of foreshadowing to like how she opens up. Now that I realize that, I can psychoanalyze a lot of these outfits. I might not do that, mainly because I might not see it right away, but I can. Miss Miriam put a lot of work into these outfits, and it's not just like, oh, pretty outfits as we all thought before. No, these are like, Miss Miriam knew what she was doing. I applaud her for that. Her popcorn outfit. This is the episode after she learns Mr. Finnegan's backstory. This is honestly one of my favorite Julia outfits from the first season. I'm not sure if it's my favorite in general, but from the first season, it's my favorite. I like bows. I'm not gonna lie. I like bows. I don't wear them, mainly because I can't really wear them with how I dress. I dress very like, I dress like a wannabe skater with an emo, with like with hair in front of my face, like an emo. like think like pseudo emo skater. I can't really wear bows, and it makes sense. But I really do like this outfit. As we can see, she's still wearing her same like underskirt, like regular skirt or whatever. She's still wearing that. But this is where things are the plot is starting to thicken. Her perception of what's going on is changing, and we can see that in her like fun, like we can see this in this design. While she's not completely changed, she is getting there. This is a representation of that, and I know I'm repeating myself a lot. I wish I had something more to say. I really do like that outfit though. It's really cute, and for a lot of these other for some of the outfits that are coming up, I don't think I'll be able to psychoanalyze them until like after the stream, when I realized I could have psychoanalyzed them, because that's how I work. Her wearing Seheen's clothes, slay. I love this outfit. And again, it's representing on how she's changed. I like the fact that her leggings poke out. I think it's really cute. It's Seheen's clothes, but when Julia wears it, it still screams her in its own little way. I just really like this one. Wait, did I do this one yet? I don't know if I did this one yet. I like this more than her like base uniform, like her original outfit, but you know, it's not much different. I'm no longer gonna go in order. I'm just gonna pick random outfits. Her sleepwear, it's fine. I'm not really one for nightgowns, but you know, it's fine. It is the first. Wait, has she even wore pants after that? She's worn leggings, but I don't think she's ever worn. Outside of that, I don't think she's worn pants. Has she? I don't know. I don't think she has. The outfit that Tony put her in. Well, Tony says that Dottie made the outfit, which I believe. I believe that Dottie would make this outfit so they would match. That seems like a Dottie thing to do, especially since, you know, she's a knife master shipper. The only good thing about Dottie now. It's fine. It's cute. I did psychoanalyze this one, this specific outfit on Tumblr. On my original Tumblr account. Like, before season 2 came out, I psychoanalyzed the living heck out of that original promotional art with this outfit. Holy fucking I'm remembering that now. But I also want to bring up another detail that I didn't come up with, but another Tumblr user did. I don't remember their name, but if you do know what I'm talking about and you know the user, please put it in the comments. But I believe someone said on Tumblr that while we see Tony in stripes, we also see Julia in stripes, and that's supposed to represent like almost like the prison. Because as we see that Tony is almost in a prison Tony's in prison too. Alright? He's under the thumb of the monster in the attic. And this is still a theory I believe in, that Tony is preparing Julia to take over the circus if figuring out a way for both of them to live is not an option. I think that this outfit is almost supposed to represent that in a way of how he's training her slowly but surely for that job and training her for the hell she's training her for what she's about to be in the predicament. We did kind of get Tony lore a little bit. We know he's old as fuck. We know that he's an artifact. Roughly around in medieval times. And the monster episode, the episode where he goes up to the monster in the attic and is like, bro, what the fudge? That also gave us a couple hints of his lore. Then again, you could see that as something we get more in depth into in the flashback episode with Reina and and almost her pseudo backstory. Maybe like when he was saying like, oh, I was never meant for this job. Maybe he was talking about Ethan and how Ethan basically passed the job off to him before, things went south. Maybe that's what it was referring to. Yeah. I know a lot of people were starting to think that he was in a cult. That the castle was originally a cult. I'm not sure if that theory is yet to be debunked. Like if the monster in the attic was originally like a cult or something. I don't know if that theory is fully debunked, but it is. I don't think it's true. I don't know why I'm ranting about that. But yeah, cute outfit. Julia slays in it. Next one. Her Murder Tony outfit. Her mushroom fit. This is probably one of my favorite ones that Julia wore. And it makes me so sad that she only wore it, like, a couple times. Technically, she only wore it once in canon. We saw it a couple times in like, few episodes. But she only wore it once. And it makes me so mad. Not mad. Sad. It makes me so mad. My words are mixing up. Okay. My words are slurring. It makes me sad that she only wore this once. Because it's cute as fudge. It's a little jester outfit. It's perfect for killing your ringmaster in. I like the mismatched leggings. It's got a lot of pop to it. The mushroom theme, adorable. Miss Miriam and Camille Slade on this one. Yes, stealing Julia's clothes, honestly. Yeah, there's so many of Julia's outfits that I would absolutely wear, but I don't think I could wear them right, Like, I don't think I would look good in them. That and my mom always finds an excuse for me not to wear dresses. I like wearing dresses, but, like, my mom, for some reason, there's always something that she has to say about it, like, oh, you're not wearing the right bra, or oh, or oh, it's too short, or oh, this, or oh, that. Like, there's always something with her. I think she doesn't like me wearing dresses. Unless I look like a triad wife, my mom doesn't like me wearing dresses. Speaking of moms, you cannot look at me in the eye, and while this is cute, you cannot look me in the eye and say this does not give mom vibes. Yeah, this outfit is really cute. Softcore gives mom vibes, so I'm not gonna lie, it does low-key give mom vibes. It doesn't mean I don't like it. I'm just saying. And also, another choker. My tongue is not tonguing. Okay. I think I'm gonna knock out we're gonna knock out the rest of Julia's outfits. And then I'm gonna end the stream because my tongue is like, it's about to fall off. Yeah, it was. I psychoanalyzed Sahin's children outfits a lot. Alright, this outfit, it's nice. It gives, like, girl in a cottage. It also gives, private school vibes. And also the seal on the side. I know it's the Cal Guardian seal, but it's giving Slithering. It's giving Slithering. And I do want to say, while we can't see it in the picture, and I can't move around the picture at all, she looks good in braids. I don't know many people that can pull off braids, but she does look good in them. Another one of her little kid outfits. Adorable. Another adorable one. I don't really have much to say about these. This one's probably one of my favorite. This one's probably my favorite of her kid outfits. I like the little cardigan, little dress and stuff. It's adorable. Oh. And I'm just noticing now that these are like almost the same leggings that she has in her original outfit, the first outfit we see her in. Again, another cute one. Okay, I think that's we're not quite done. I take that back. We're not quite done yet. We're missing a lot of Julia's outfits actually. She does look cottagecore. That was the word I was looking for. Thank you. Cottagecore. That's what she looked like. Her horror circus act outfit. While I didn't like this one at first, I thought it looked goofy, and honestly, little like puffs on the bottom. It's still kind of goofy a little bit, but it takes a lot of the things that I love from the mushroom outfit and reincorporates them in a certain way. The bell sleeves, the almost whimsy of it, the the different color leggings, the freaking tutu skirt, the big braids, and one thing that Miss Miriam always slays on. Alright, I don't like all of the outfits that the characters wear, but there's one thing that Miss Miriam always slays on, and that is makeup. Miss Miriam knows how to give her characters great makeup. And also, earrings. She has earrings. She has little spiky earrings and those. Wonderful. I really like this one. I would absolutely. This dress would be so. If I could, I would wear this dress. It's so pretty. It's so. I don't know how to describe it. I can't. I don't know. I don't have words for it. But I really like it. Feel me? What do you mean? Okay. I don't like this one as much, but it is very Valentine's Day-y. It gives Valentine's vibes. And I like that about it, but I don't really like much more about it. I think it's because I really like sleeves. The fact that this is a sleeveless look is what's hindering this for me. Maybe like an off, maybe have the little straps, but it's like but there's like another one where it's like an off the shoulder kind of look. I think I would like it a little bit more, but as it is. Very, very brave fit. She's not covering the shoulders like she usually does, her arms. Crazy stuff. You have a point. This could be another moment. While I don't really care for the outfit, this could be another moment of this outfit has meaning for the character. Because as we see, Julia usually covers her arms and stuff, but with this one, she's not. She's being more open, and with Saheen specifically, and while in the Marionette Discord server, I am gaslighting myself into thinking that Knife Master has a chance, aka Tony x Julia, has a chance. I do have to acknowledge this is a point for Saheen. The fact that this outfit was worn for Saheen and a so-called date that she had with Saheen. She's being more open, she's being more honest, and the fact that this is also an episode where Saheen teaches her seals. Yeah. Her swimwear, I remember there being a conversation in the Marionette Discord server about how we never saw Julia in a quote-unquote bathing suit. And the fact that this was her bathing suit, I think this is another moment of time to psychoanalyze an outfit. Oh, we just had a jump in numbers. Oh, never mind. But this outfit, she's wearing it while she's questioning herself and the decision that she's going to make with the Acons and whether she's going to join or whether she's just going to stay out of it. And it's almost a what's the word? Turn a step back from where she was before, in a way. Because you would think, this is just my mentality, that, alright, so basically old bathing suits, they were dresses. And when we do see more modern bathing suits, I would think that Paul, Julia's dad, would have had her wear a more older, more modest style bathing suit. Like this. So this can almost be a callback to the fact that she's teetering towards going backwards and things like that. Since this is an outfit that she does a lot of questioning in, and also this is the outfit that she finds the Acon thing, the Acon statue. Yes, that is true. She's still attracted to her old life in a way. It's a reminder of that. We also see that in one of the earlier episodes from season 1, how when she's working with Tony, she's like, sometimes I close my eyes and I'm back there, and we see a flashback when to her working in the factory, reminding us that she still finds that life tempting, but while that life is still tempting, that's not something she can go back to. And I'm about to get a little personal here, because I've been going through a similar thing that Julia is going through. While not exactly, obviously, um, I have been going through a similar thing of finding out a lot of my life, in a way, was a lie, that I was being lied to, and that what I was raised to think was right may not be completely right. And changing as a person, and, growing and stuff. And I I'm not gonna lie, the idea of going back and never finding out, and living in bliss and in ignorance, is still tempting, but I know at the end of the day it's not something I could ever go back to. I couldn't go back to that with a clear conscience and a clear without guilt. And as much as I've learned in these past months, as much as I've cried and questioned everything and felt like my life was falling apart, I understand that a part of me understands that in order for me to truly grow and, make it out, I have to stick firm with what I've learned, because like I said, as tempting as going back and pretending like nothing existed is, you can't really do that once you learn something. And I don't want to go in great detail, so I'm just going to stop here. But I have I have a certain understanding of Julia's struggles with her dad, with feeling trapped in the circus, with feeling like she doesn't, in her case, she knows she doesn't have much time, and her finding out that a lot of her life was a lie, and a lot of the things she's been taught were lies. That I understand pieces of that, and I see a lot of myself in Julia. We look a lot alike. I'm just, a little bit darker than her, but yeah, I don't want to I don't want to get too deep into it. But either way, back to back to the outfit. Yeah, it's fine. I think this is actually our last Julia outfit. This might be our last one. This one's my favorite Julia outfit out of all of them. This one's my absolute favorite. I love the metal belt. I love the skirt. I love the top. It's the shoes. It's my favorite. I love it so much. Absolutely adorable. Absolutely slays. Yeah, and that's our last Julia outfit. Thank you for joining me this far, and hearing me rant. Yeah. If you joined me this far, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to stream tomorrow, again at 5. or like close around 5. Hopefully next time won't be too chaotic. Next time we're going to go through all of Tony's outfits, all of Camille's outfits, and all of Raina's outfits. And Raina and Camille have so many outfits, I may not find all of them. So I might miss a couple of their outfits. And I'm gonna say sorry before I miss some of their outfits. But either way, thank you everyone for joining. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.